That was quite the welcome.
That was quite the welcome, yeah.
We're just going to get you a mic right now because you don't need to share. You are the Queen of Switzerland. You get your own.
Ooh, wow, I'm getting treated well here.
What's it like for you now when you walk around Basel, your hometown? Is everyone like, hey, girl?
Not everyone, but some. No, but it feels very welcoming. Also yesterday on stage, when I walked on stage, I saw people actually waving at me and going like, hello, Zoe. And like in my first dress rehearsal, I waved back and went like, hello, hello. And then I was like, oh, I have to actually be focused. And so yesterday I didn't do that. I was just focused in my zone. But yeah, it feels really, I feel welcomed.
And is it strange having Eurovision in your hometown? For instance, are your friends like, hey, can we hang out tonight?
My grandparents live here and they told me if the food is not good, just come to our place. Yeah, but I mean, I live in Freiburg now. It's a bilingual city. I was born...
Shout out to
yeah,
Freiburg.
Shout out to Freiburg. No, but I was born in Basel. My family still lives here. I live in Freiburg, but it feels like a homecoming, which is like the slogan of Eurovision this year. So for me, Basel is really that. Like, it feels like home and I come back.
And your grandparents, that's very sweet. I'm assuming you don't actually have time, though, to go visit during this fortnight.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, not really. But I told them I'm going to go and see them after Eurovision. Yeah, the night after the final. I'm going to be there for dinner.
And last night after dinner, we were watching you slay the stage in semi-final 1.
Thank you.
After all this build-up, what was it like to finally perform for millions and millions of people?
I didn't think about the millions of people. For me, it was really just about telling myself, like, it's been a long journey and this is just one chapter of the Voyage, and I wanted to go up there and tell my story and just be the purest and truest version of myself that I can be. So that's what I thought, and yeah, that's what I did.
Did y'all enjoy?
That's so sweet.
You look like a beautiful Renaissance painting on stage. The light, the close shots, the golden hues. Did you come up with this concept?
I have the greatest team ever. So when I got to pick who I wanted to work with, I just said, you know, I'm an artist. For me, it's all about the music, all about the art, and I want to create a performance that I will look back in 10 years and say, wow, that was like art, that was something I'm really proud of. And that was the direction I gave. I said, I want something simple, something that feels like really like me, something very intimate. And so I work now with Theo Adams as a creative director who did UK last year. And if you remember, it was like these half-naked dancers on stage. And when we released that he was going to do the staging, people were like, oh, but is Voyage going to be sexy all of a sudden? Like, what is going to happen? But really, like, Theo, someone, like, they go radical. With whatever they do, they go radical. And so when I said I want to be intimate and it should be art, they came up with, like, this whole idea of, let's do a one-shot. Let's just use one camera and put you in great lighting. And they thought I looked like a painting, so... That's what we just enhanced.
That's lovely. And for people who don't know, what is the story of the song?
The story of the song is that it's all about spreading kindness. I sing in the song that flowers are more beautiful if we water them instead of cutting them. Because I think, for me, people are just like flowers. So if we treat each other in a kind way, we can all become the most beautiful flower and thrive. So that's the main idea, and then the song is called Voyage, which means journey, because that's my way of seeing the world, and I invite the whole world to join me on this journey where in the end maybe they see that it's nice to be kind to others.
And this idea of being cut down, as an artist, I think a lot of people face that. People tell them, oh, you're not good enough, you can't do it. Have you ever encountered this feeling of being cut down?
I think every one of us has at one point in their lives encountered that feeling. I mean, not only with music, but especially as an artist, you're always out there, you share your art, you share your inner, like, who you are deep down, and of course, every day you also meet people who say, oh, that's I don't like it. It's like really bad what you do. And I don't use like the cursing words, but you get what I mean. So yeah, sometimes I'm like, I mean, it's always good to have criticism and stuff, but like, why hate if we can also spread love?
Oh, that's beautiful. And one thing I love about your performance is at the beginning, you do this gentle, you know.
Can you do it again?
But some people would be like, you know, it'd be a Mariah Carey moment. But you deliver it with this softness. What are you feeling in that moment?
When I sing the... when I sing that, I mean, for me, I think it's like a hug. I want to hug everyone that watches the performance. So in my head, the goes out of myself and reaches in the distance, and I want to hug someone, and then it comes back to me. Sounds weird, but that's what I have in my mind when I sing that part. And as it's like the first part of the song, it really gets me in the mood of... And after I sing that, I'm just in the song. I'm like, now I'll tell the story.
And it is one continuous shot for 3 minutes. Other artists, there are moments where the camera breaks away to their dancers or maybe to the audience, but you're very exposed. I mean, does it feel like you're running a marathon in those 3 minutes?
Let's say like this. I mean, I feel for me, it seems totally normal to do that. Like, I don't feel stressed at all. But I've been told that as the camera is always on me and so close, like the pressure could be even higher, because like if I do something wrong, like you see it and there's no second camera that we can cut to. I mean, we saw it yesterday when there was a technical issue. There wasn't a second camera that we could like just cut to. It was just, well, technical issue, so you don't get a picture. So that's, I guess, the challenge. And also for me as a singer, I have to, but it's just like, it's very close, so you feel everything that I feel.
And that technical glitch, can we address that? Do we know what happened, and is it easily fixed?
I don't know what happened. I think they're trying to find out what happened. I'm sure they're going to find a solution for the final, because that's also the first time that happened. Like, we did it so many times, it never happened before. So I guess it's just, it's live TV, things can happen. And I'm sure it's going to be fine in the finals.
Better to get out of the way now, because, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, luckily I was already in the finals. That would have been sad.
And on stage, your dress, it's very beautiful, very subtle. What was your thinking when you chose it?
So the dress was created by Rowan Studio. She's part of my team, and I told her that I wanted to wear something off shoulders, because, as I said before, it's a very vulnerable story, and I feel like when you show a bit of skin, it just shows even more that you're really, I'm there, it's my story, I give you all I have. And so that's what I told her, and then she came up with this idea of, you sing about flowers, so why not put flowers on the dress, but in like a very subtle way. So it's like washed out flowers in different colors. And I wear rings with flowers on it, because when I do these hand movements, I sing in the pre-chorus, flowers are more beautiful if we water them, and in that moment I go up with my hands, and as there are flowers, for me it's like the flowers that are growing, some sort of. But we wanted to keep everything very subtle, very like, yeah, not out there, but more like it's all about letting in and interpretation.
And it's really a story in 3 parts. You kind of feel it change each minute. And in the bridge, there is drama.
There's drama, yes.
Thematically, what is happening in that moment? Is that rebirth? Are you being reborn?
For me, that part, I was also asked, why do you sing the word voyage so often? Especially in that part, I go like, voyage. It's because it's before I tell the story, and I'm like, I invite you on this journey. And then the bridge part where the drama comes in that's the moment where I'm like, it's urgent, like, please come on this voyage. Like, it's really something important. We need to be kind to each other. So that's why the drama happens, because I'm like, please understand. And then in the end, when the hopeful part comes, the last chorus, that for me is the moment where I'm like, you know what? No, I go back to what I said before. You can come if you want to, but I'm not pressuring you. So it's like this inner voyage that I'm doing, where I'm like, it's okay, you do you. Then like, please don't do you, please come on this journey. And then I'm like, no, back to the roots, but this time in a more hopeful way.
Please tell us, if you win Eurovision 2025 in Basel, Switzerland, where should we voyage in Switzerland for Eurovision 2026?
I mean, I was born in Basel, so... But I also think Basel has had, like, this year, so I live in Fribourg now, so I would love to say Fribourg, but then again, I don't think we have a big enough arena, to be honest. But, I mean, there are so many different beautiful cities in Switzerland, so if we win, let's see.
Fantastic. And I want to open the floor to questions from all of you, so please raise your hands, don't be shy. Gentleman in the beret stood up first.
Bonjour Zoé, merci beaucoup.
Bonjour.
I have a question for you. What are the steps you faced to be selected to represent Switzerland?
So Switzerland has an internal selection, which means there is no big show for the public, but everybody in Switzerland can send a song, submit a song, and when you submit a song, you can say if you want to be just the songwriter or also the singer. So when I submitted Voyage, I said, yes, I'm the songwriter, but I also want to be the singer. And yeah, every year it's about 400 songs that get sent in, and then there are different juries listening to the songs, and in the end, there is one song that remains, and this year it was Voyage. Thank you.
Silver Spangly, fourth row. We'll come
With
to you
the
next.
flower crown. Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
Hi, it's lovely to be here with you. And I wonder, did it feel a bit weird to bring Voyage to the surface right now? Because you wrote it like almost 3 years back, and in that time a lot can happen, and you've probably like changed as a person. And did it feel natural, or was it a bit weird to choose a song from maybe like a different era that's been maybe like laying around in the corner for some time?
That's such a good question. I mean, usually it happens when you write a song and then some years later you're like, oh no, I don't feel that song anymore. With Voyage, that has never happened because it's just, I think for me, the most important message ever. And when I look back, my first song, I wrote it when I was 10 and it had the same message as Voyage. I said in that song that like words can do so much good and they can do so much bad, and we have to choose wisely which words we choose. So, you know, I just think that's like a message that is so important to me, that it doesn't matter when the song comes, because it's like a message that for me is important, doesn't matter which year. And then also sound-wise, when I wrote Voyage, I said potentially like it's a song that one day maybe could do Eurovision, but I really wanted to write a song that feels authentic to me, and I said I want to release it like anyways, doesn't matter what happens with it. So no, it doesn't feel weird. It's really just, I think it's more like, it feels like the right time that the song comes out now.
I have blended off into the audience down here because there are two hands, so first you.
Yep. Hi, I guess continuing on with the previous question. I've listened to some of the rest of your catalog and you sing in a few different languages, and I was wondering why you've chosen French for Voyage and to convey this message. Do you feel like you express yourself differently in different languages?
Yes, thank you for the question. So if you listen to my other songs, I have some songs just in German, some songs just in French, and a lot of songs bilingual, where I mix both languages. But when I write a song, I try to be just very like creative with both languages. I don't want to have a concept where I go like, it has to be always like this. And I love both languages because both are poetic. Most people think German is not poetic, but I don't agree. It's just a different kind of poetry. For me, French is very soft and allows me to take people to another world, which is what I do with Voyage. I want people to escape reality for 3 minutes. But with German, it's more like about describing real life issues. So that's why usually I do both. But with Voyage, I just wanted to like take people on this journey, escape from reality. So that's why I just chose French.
Gentleman with the glasses and the blue shirt.
Okay. Blue? There. Yeah.
Well, we talked about creativity, and my question is, when you write songs, the process, is it more, do your songs come from your heart or from your head?
There's so many good questions. Like both. I would say I'm very much a head person, and I'm also very much a heart person. That's sometimes a battle that I have to fight every day. But when I write songs, I usually start with lyrics, which is unusual maybe, because most songwriters, or when I write songs for other artists, we start with melodies first, because you want to have this hook that people remind. But for me, I always say I'm a storyteller. I tell stories, so I start with lyrics, and then the lyrics have a melody in my head. And the lyrics, to answer your questions, it's a mix of head and heart, because I want lyrics to be poetic, so I think a lot with the head, but the message of the lyrics comes from the heart.
I'll do the glittery lady here.
Hi, Zoe.
Hello.
You had such an impact on me already. Like this spring, so many times I saw beautiful flowers on the side of the street, and I wanted to pluck them. And was like, no, I should let them grow. So, what was the impact that song had on you yourself? I mean, you're on this tremendous journey, but did it have an impact on how you look at the world as well?
Yeah, thank you so much. It really touches me. You know, I thought, I don't have tattoos, but I thought when, like, I sing the song a lot of times, and especially these lyrics of flowers are more beautiful if you water them, I thought maybe I should get a tattoo of like a, how do you call it, like a water can, where you like water flowers, because I think, I mean, when I wrote the song, I was like, that's important. I want people to hear that, but because I really think it's true, and we need to be kind to each other and kind to ourselves, because if you're not kind to yourself, it's hard to be kind to others. So I thought, later I was like, maybe I should get this tattoo just to always remind myself as well, because it's easier to sing about it than to really do it in everyday life. So yeah, now I forgot like the question. Did I answer the question? But like, but yeah, so it has an impact on me, because it just inspires me every day to also be even more kind. Or sometimes I have like moments, even now, my Eurovision journey is stressful. And I told my team, like, sometimes if I'm not 100% like kind, it's because I'm just stressed. So it's just like, it's good to be just mindful about what you tell other people and let them know why sometimes you react in a certain way. It doesn't have to be like all the time overthinking stuff, but yeah, so it has an impact on me.
Now we have time for one more question. Gentleman in the hat.
Zuerst einfach kurz das Lob. Der Auftritt war so schön gewesen. And to the question, basically it's two in one. The first is, do you look at the odds and the comments online? And if you do, now that they've been so positive, does it like relax you and you see that they like the song, or does it put even more pressure on you because a very, very good result seems so much even more possible now? Or is it a mixture of both?
Thank you so much. Danke fürs Kompliment. So, you know, in the beginning when I released Voyage, and I know people say about Eurovision there's the host country curse. So when I released the song, it wasn't that good in the odds. Like, it was like at number 20 something. And back then people asked me, oh, the odds don't look so good, what do you think? And I say, well, I don't really look what the odds say, because for me music cannot be put in numbers. Of course it's a contest, of course there's a winner, but for me it's really about what do I want to tell people, what is my music about, who am I? And if I get to share that on stage, that's what's the goal for me. I want to win people's hearts. And now that like people have seen the staging and they're like so positive and we're going up in the odds every day, I mean, I'm super happy. I'm really emotional, I'm excited. It gives me a lot of energy as well. But now people come and say, so people say you could be a winner, how does that feel? And I'm like, it feels the same as it did when I was at number 20. Like, it's about my music, it's about the story I want to tell. And of course I'm happy and I would love to win Eurovision, but for me it's about the music.
Now, Zoe, Helvetia has been so generous opening up their offices to us and beautiful artists like you, and they have a goodie bag for you.
Ooh.
Now, I know you're from Switzerland, but I hope it will still be a sweet surprise for you as well.
Should I look now?
Let's do it.
Do we unpack it? Okay. Ooh, I'm not very multitask. Oh, thank you. Lucky me, I have this gentleman next to me. Oh, it's a T-shirt.
Available for purchase here and Eurovision Village.
This feels like a hosting show. Like,
there is no commission being collected.
First aid kit. I can use it because I'm clumsy, so that's good. Wow. Oh, a water bottle. That's also useful because you have to drink a lot. And my water bottle for Eurovision has a flower on it. Yeah. So every time I like open and drink, I'm like, oh, flowers. I told my team we're really on flower like theme. So yeah, flowers everywhere. Oh, it's an umbrella.
Gotta stay dry out there.
Gotta stay dry out there. Cool.
And